What we have here is an example of something we can use for a demonstration to the public of an effect, as well as a demonstration of a possible design for a piece of equipment. What we have here is a demonstrator of a rotating liquid mirror reflector. The material in the bowl assumes a parabolic shape because of gravity and spin. What we end up with is a neat demonstration to show people and get them interested in beginning of science. And because of what we're doing here, our group is using a theme of asteroids, the promise and the peril, and the idea of using a lot of cheap, large area parabolic mirror telescopes made with this principle of a spinning liquid with a simple driver to get a parabolic shape, rather than having to cast large numbers of mirrors out of glass and then do all the work necessary to make them into high quality mirrors, is an example of what can be done both as a demonstration and in the larger case using a neat idea for a practical scientific application. What we are doing is showing how to make a high quality mirror that actually has been done by people working for NASA. Their device has a surface quality of better than 1/4 wavelength of green light. The idea will be to make what in terms of scientific instruments will be a large number of these, 1,000 or more, and use them as simple telescopes pointing at individual sections of the sky to cut down the search time for asteroids that may approach Earth. If we use small numbers of mirrors, we have a long search time, maybe as much as 25 years. If we use a large number, we get a great reduction in the search time. We also get the side benefit of having lots of instruments with large area available that may be used for something else at other times, although this would be the primary purpose of doing this. So we've set up here at the appropriate place and use this both as an example of technique and as a simple draw for people to come in and say, "What's that?" and be able to then bring them in and talk about other things, including the search for the meteors and asteroids. Get it out the meteor point. And you can adjust the height better. Did that work?
I think I got it now. Okay, we'll start it up.
It'll take a minute for it to spin up properly. This is when we should have had that hood. It smells of paint, so we didn't bring it. It's upstairs in the room.
Hit
the entire system?
Just hit the off switch. Stop.
Okay.
Stop the rotating. I can see it change, but
it takes a minute.
It's out of focus.
Ah. Let's see. That wouldn't work too well.
There, that's better.
Okay.
Now I can
it's
see
actually
it
going to
with
fade down. What you've got now is a longer focal length in the system, so what you may have is the combined focal length now, unless you can see it.
Let me back out so I can see what it is so I can take a picture of it. Okay, let's see what happens when you stop the rotation.
You got it focused now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And you can see the image shrinking.
Yeah, saw it shrinking fairly well.
It should go down to the reflection of the actual size of the Nice little picture.
Actually, let me widen this up so I can see the back of the board. There. Okay, start it up again.
Who are you with? I've seen you
No one
taking pictures.
really.
Oh, okay.
I've just been doing this for the last 6 years.
Yeah, it's neat.
I used to run my own chapter, but we sort of fell apart 2 years ago.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. We almost did. Michelle's the one holding us together now.
We basically got to the point where I was all 3 officers because no one else would volunteer to do anything.
That's about right.
I get a few people, get half a dozen people to come to the meetings, but I couldn't get anyone to help run the club.
Yep.
Excuse me, are you Tom Billings?
No.
Oh, I'm Greg Citizen. I'm the chair.
Tom Billings. That sounds familiar.
Or David Bliss. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant to say David Bliss, but I said Tom Billings instead.
He's standing up there. Yes.
Okay, shut it off again.
Okay.
And I'll just about use our tape once it's shrunk.
Okay. Sidewalk science demos.
Okay.